Okay, these girls are the ones that earlier today swarmed. One indication of a hive, when a hive swarms, this is a nut colony first and foremost. That means that this colony was born this year. This isn't an old colony. I brought this girl up, and last week, the one next to it swarmed. And the best indication of a swarm coming is a swarm happening, because once they get into the swarming mood, it's been my experience, they get a little bit radical with it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I've got that tree over there marked where the swarm went to. I threw some of them pocket pellets that make a loud noise, and some of the bees actually came back home. No promises, of course, but you're gonna see what this hive is looking like and see whether we can split it and make a nuc out of it. All right, really nothing in there. Okay, that's the first indicator. What does it indicate? It indicates we got work to do. Let's see what we got here. Okay, now we're being a little bit not gentle here. This box is almost empty. We're gonna look in here and see what they're doing. Okay, nothing to see here. Okay, these girls working is all that is. Girls at work. See, all of it's over here. There's nothing over on the other side. So they may feel like that they've been left out in the cold, and so they started swarming. We'll see in a minute. Been raining today and yesterday, and we're going to see whether or not how we're going to do with this. What we're looking for, what we're going to look for, we're going to start in here. We're going to look for queen cells. I'm going to move these over here some. We're going to see if we can't figure out what needs to be done with this hive. We're prepared for a number of instances here. In one situation, we'll break it and make a nuc. In another situation, see, they haven't even touched this, okay? Shake the girls off of there. Keep right on going, okay? They haven't touched either one of these two in the far side, but they're working uphill, as it were. They've got those things, I've seen them advertised, and in commercial beekeeping, they take and run it through what looks like an old-timey boot horn. I want you to look at this. Look how pretty that comb is coming out right there. See that? That is pretty, isn't it? Pretty and white. Clean. All right, now, we've reached the part where the bees are working. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna move this over here. We're going to continue to see what we can do over here. We're going to not determining what we're going to do just yet. Now this honey in here is sirewood, but it's bee honey. This is not the honey that we're going to pull this year. This hive will need this to overwinter with. Okay, so we're just moving it. Ooh, and is it heavy too? That's a lot of honey in there, folks. A lot of honey, and no brood. I like that, because if there's no brood up here, the chances of the queen being in this box are slim and none. I like that because I don't want to fuss with her. This one right here, this frame here is plastic. They will work plastic frames. They just work the wax foundation better, more evenly most of the time. Okay, now we got an issue here. This is a brood frame. See that? Well, so much for balancing acts of clay. All right, we're gonna leave that there because it's not hurting anything. At least not until I can get rid of this thing off of my hand here. Now see all this? What you're looking for is a queen bee. If I can see her in here. With the bright light on her like this, she'll stick out like a sore thumb, okay? I don't believe she's on this frame. She's always basically moving, or she's got her fanny stuck in a stuck in something. See all this brood over here? This would be an excellent place to find a working queen. But being as how we found some brood here, we'll probably find some in some other places as well. Let's continue to look and search for the queen. Down here, looks like, have I got queen cells? Let me see. No, that's not queen cells. I was just seeing if I had a queen cell in there. Now, if I can find that queen, my job becomes immensely easier, okay? Because it's easier to split a hive when you know where the queen is. So far, no, I don't see her at all. And I see some drones. And drones makes me think that maybe there's some activity. They did, this hive just swarmed just not long ago. Matter of fact, earlier today I saw, this is where that swarm come from, if y'all caught that video that I posted earlier. Well, while I'm sitting here doing this, I haven't posted that video yet, so don't hold me to that one too tightly, okay? All right, more comb, again, more brood comb. All right, that's, she's doing a lot of time up here in this box, and now I'm seriously looking for her, okay? This would be a good place to find her if she's up here on these things. It's a funny thing about the queen. You never see her until you do. And once you do see her, you realize that she is absolutely different from every other bee in the hive. She is exclusive. She's usually longer, thinner. She'll be bigger. She'll be twice the size of a lot of these bees right here. I'm not seeing her here either. Now that don't mean that she's not here, okay? You can look right at her and not see her, so don't think that, that I've got this super duper eye that I can just look and boink, there's the queen. But once you do see her and recognize her, you realize that you've got something entirely different working going on, okay? Still don't see her. I'm gonna say she's not on this one. I'm gonna move it down here, okay. Now that I don't have anything in my hands, I'll go ahead and pick up my smoker again. I wasn't gonna pick it up whilst, you know, my hands were full. And this frame over here, this is the last frame in the 8 frame, and it's always like this. It always comes so far out from the rest of the box that I always do this with it. This is one of the reasons that I really like the 10 frame better. They will usually make this into a drone comb, and I can take and use it just like that and use it to get rid of, whoo, good gracious, this is heavy. A lot of drone comb. The reason you want to get rid of drone comb, as you can see that drone comb right there on the corner, is because that is where the varroa mites are going to be, all right? The varroa mites are more apt to be in drone comb than any other place in the hive. They're almost guaranteed to be there, as a matter of fact, because that's where the he stays in the cell longer than the females, and because he stays in the cell longer, they have 3 more days to get stronger before they come out and start infecting the rest of the hive. So it's a natural thing that they do. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull some of this drone comb out, just like this, okay? We're not trying to upset the hive. We're going to, but we're not trying to. You can see that. See all that? Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to slice it off so that it falls right there on the frames. And I'm hoping that these girls are just going to go squishing right into that hole right there. And they're going to shoot down in there and not be too very upset at losing this drone comb. That is not what I wanted it to do right there. Okay, that's what my problem is. Look at there. And look right here. I have a queen cell right here. That tells me where I'm at and what I'm doing, okay? Because I have a queen cell, see those queen cells right there? Each one of those, right here, 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 all of those are queen cells. Now, that means that this hive is requeening to beat the band right now. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get that piece of drone comb out, and I'm gonna make sure it don't make it back into the hive. Then I'm gonna take this guy here. Oh me, oh my. Whew. I wish I could find this queen. If I can find this queen, I've got a nut waiting to happen right here. If I can find this queen today. Okay, because this means that they're requeening this hive right now using those queen cells right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these guys over here to the side. They'll be fine. This is where I put them. They're just in here for holding. That's all it is. Okay? Back to doing what we're doing over here. Okay. See all of that? It's all drones. So by getting rid of all these right here, these drone things right here, what I'm doing is I'm allowing the varroa mites the opportunity to die out here in the cold where they belong. Okay? And I can use this in a little bit to see how bad my drones, my varroa mites are. I'm gonna put this off to the side right here. They will leave it in a second or two. They're not gonna spend any time with it. It's not worth spending time with. Then I'm getting all this bulk comb off, almost. Setting it off to the side, just like that. That is that's this cone that needs to be gone is all it is, okay? All right, so, what's all that? I'm looking to see what they're doing. They may actually be in a queen ball down there. They may be killing the old queen now. That's what it looks like. If you look right there, that looks like a queen ball. Now, I'm not sure because I have not seen a queen ball firsthand yet. But I'm sure that if I keep doing this, eventually I'm going to, so that might be what that is, but I'm not sure. In the meantime, I need to smoke these girls again, because if I don't, they're gonna get antsy, and I don't want them getting antsy. I'm loading up my smoker, is what I'm doing. I haven't left you, Randy. I gotta put some smoke on these girls. In order to do that, I had to reload the smoker. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, I'm fairly certain that I've been through this box. I'm gonna replace these frames right here. They're coming into the opposite end of the ones that I've taken out, that one frame that I took out over there, okay? So that I've only got one hole over here to cover with, that I need to cover with. And then I'm gonna move everybody back down this way, because if I have to put another frame in here, I'm gonna put it on this end down here. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the number 2 position, and that way they will think they've skipped over it, and they'll go ahead and work it.